And welcome to Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wild, Day 4 here in the channel. As we're probably gonna fish this up, because we're planned to fish this up last Saturday, but ran into a sort of level brick wall. Not a level brick wall, a figurative brick wall. By the game, by pretty much being told, hey, you're 10 levels under. So yeah, I did some leveling up this week, which we found on my YouTube page. I posted some of that up on the YouTube page. We put that up here on Twitch. I don't want to use the I use my old ones that brought stuff over because I don't trust them. I didn't trust them then. I still don't trust them. And I do have Norton protecting me. It's if I can avoid that kind of shit, I will. As best as possible. Around viruses and stuff like that. And I don't think it's not giving me a virus at all ever downloading through those, but it's still. But we're at level 45, which I couldn't find any more side missions, but I did a bunch of them, several of them, so. I felt a lot better being at 45 than 40 for a 50 mission. Like I said, I feel like I'm in a better position than I was. When we're doing it, try this instead. This is a good part. Wish it could be higher, but at this point, I'd take being 45.5.
Ourea, still ready?
Oh yes. On your word.
It hasn't been easy for you, Ourea.
That would be a 40.
Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Time to go.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Ah. Freaking Enid do it. I would tell him one of
Not all that waits.
those ice walkers get through the wall and
Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain calm.
I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
that's what you want to call it.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was...
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
Here. Up and over.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
This is what we should do!
pace is measured, ours is measured.
Nice, so it's been break down the second.
Yes, this way.
So much, you know, not those. I mean, you can, but I meant stuff to do. Main. You know, we'll put in the inventory. Bring your inventory first before you can break it down.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. Who's on this floor?
Years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
it while I can.
Be wary of mines if stalkers are near. Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware of stalkers. We tripped a mine.
Spotted.
Brace yourself.
There's a door up ahead.
Should have brought a cart. Is this a projector?
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera.
Oh, God.
I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without
I know
our
what the
lead
Yellowstone
programmer.
Caldera is. It's
you,
this
Anita,
giant volcanic
for bringing us our
on the
real
Yellowstone.
mastermind.
You want to see?
Cyan.
Let's see how devastating it is. Just watch 2012.
We'll second that, Director Chow. Alright, Cyan. What's our latest number?
Right, right.
The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
I have a score to settle with that mountain.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All I need to do is stick this software in. Precision.
But yeah, we're not just on the volcano. We're on the largest volcanoes on Earth. Great.
traveling light.
At the neck. Look, the old white fire station for that bed.
More machines. Make ready. Press forward.
Roll! Do not let me roll and God, stop. Hold it up! Stop it! Out of the way of it. By being in the general area of the thing. You're actually hit me. Shit, the fucking games like Isaac and fucking Mario Kart do. Not me actually being in the fucking area of being hit by, and by being sort of being in the area of the hit. That's fucking cheating! I didn't get hit enough to fucking die. I fucking used up my health potions, my anything. You fucking cheated me. Alright, screw me over.
Here we go.
More machines. Make ready.
Come on! No, I'm rolling before it fucking hits me. I'm rolling out of the way. You have to let me roll out of the way, game. You cannot fucking just ignore the fact that I'm pushing a button before that fucking supposedly hits. You cannot do that, game. Oh my god, stop! You are not even close to touching me, game! My god, fucking thing! I have to fucking telepathic to fucking know where I'm going! The AI is fucking using my movement, the controller, which is fucking cheating. Again with the bullshit with the tail is fucking not even coming close to me! Oh my god, stop! Feel it! Oh my god! Again with the blatant game. Oh my god! Stop! my god! We have to let... Come on, man. Stop it! You're fighting. You're not giving me fighting. You're... Die. Just die. 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 Just die, Rennie, please. You could not have fucking known to have done that! You cannot! He is swinging, fucking his body, his eyes, everything. The only way would be the AI would have to know, would be following my movement. Then it's hitting! You can't do that shit! This fucking cheating! It should have been dead. I hit it more than enough. It should have been fucking dead.
More machines. Make ready.
No, again, you do not have the telepathic abilities to fucking know that I am moving away from you, game. You can't, the characters do not have the ability to just know that shit. Okay, this is bullshit. Okay, does not have telepathic ability to do it. Again, you fucking... No shit. That should not know it. Cannot know where I'm going unless you're telling it where I'm going, AI. And that's cheating. I hate when fucking AIs tell the enemy something it should not know because it can't fucking know where I'm going. It's reading my movement and it's fucking it's bullshit. Like reading my mind, it should not be able to do that. It shouldn't.
go.
More machines. Make ready.
know it moves. Right. Cheating. You moved. Can I? Nope. We're not gonna let you move because.
stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
And now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Fracking, Megan.
I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes, and finish this.
We'll wait for you to show us the way.
Can't see a way to close the vent from here. Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Check the area with my focus, maybe.
Get past that flame.
Focus might see something here.
Damon built all of this.
If I can't find something, maybe my focus can. That circular device. What's it do?
place looks more like the mountain used to be before the Daemon ruined it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hostile recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to this.
The spirit speaks to us.
It's recorded. Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get moving. Try to find a way through.
too bad I actually finally figured out how to do that. Yeah.
And another console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the Spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. They may have found one.
Please, help us get to the other side.
I'm looking. Like my nephew. Oh my god! Hell. It didn't, but it didn't let me down. Jump button. Oh, my tracks again.
grab a ride.
This looks like the old path. We're close now.
One last exchange with Nita. Via chat, I'm attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. Never see it. Cyan. I've got to tell you a letter too.
Engage primary and secondary.
The voice of the demon.
Increase pressure. Injector.
The altar. Desecrated.
There is no blue light here. There's a spirit present. Or the demon.
It's both. But we have to find out.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
Ugh. Ah, crap.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Ourea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Ourea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the sudden constraint. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized protocol returned in the scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The Daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer.
Yeah. He's gotten as far as he's not turning back.
Then lead us into battle.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think affected. Estes is happy about it. Said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for? That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
the hell?
Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the time was for? The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
That's great. Got it.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defense is inoperative. No! Power network.
Please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Good idea.
Ourea, I'm free.
Good.
You must escape.
Good point.
My sister!
Artok!
Well,
Artok.
luck people too.
Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Better get the hell out of here.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Bang, bang.
Get me up top, Artok! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai.
That was just a painful landing. Yes! Even when I try on top of you. Kind of hard to get at the bullet when world's largest volcanoes dumped on you. Yellowstone. That scares the crap out of me just thinking about it. Seriously, if the Yellowstone countdown never goes off, we're talking Ice Age for centuries.
Ourea is gone. What of
About
Cyan?
most of the West Coast. Good parts
She
of the
said she
country.
was transferring herself.
And it's that big. It's
the
not
auxiliary
like
center.
we're talking.
I think she meant Ourea's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
And the volcanoes and stuff, little mate stage. We're talking one of the
Then I will
worst
meet you there.
on the
The
planet.
last
that
verse of
active.
Sister's song.
We know how volatile this world is. Whew, we're almost done. Got one more bit to go. I travel. And thanks for the hosting for Override 1, Very Central TV, Net, TDS, Weiss, and Shinky. Final boss fight was like the Mikola. A lot more health around. Sorry, I had a
Rain
bad
left the
feeling
trees
that
wet and shivering.
You could see that just like gotta sacrifice yourself, wouldn't they? Protect their brother, protect someone just become a friend of.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the Daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again.
I wish I had something on Craig and my dad that could always flip.
Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a
That's
little
good.
time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleague, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation.
Hey, it's something to
There were no further communications.
the old machine issue.
Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly,
Nope.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds
Sucks.
terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago,
You're done.
Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did.
Maybe.
But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger that emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. You meant a lot to Ourea.
Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Ourea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Ourea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. It was Ourea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes. It was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Ourea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economy, but these stemmed from one cause.
So, there wasn't...
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions until the clawback.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they... So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
You're right about that. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your...
Back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Ourea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Ourea would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Ourea found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, Ourea can't follow. Besides, you'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
That is gonna be it for Horizon Zero Dawn for the Wilds DLC complete. Glad I came back into this. I'm glad I took time to do the little bit of working on that stuff. Before for trying to finish this, but we're finished. And but that is gonna be it for tonight. We're back tomorrow with Kingdom Hearts. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday, but no cast because I'm going to the movies. Actually going to see 2 movies, Black Panther and Jumanji. So, but there'll be a more look back podcast rerun, whatever I call it, up on Saturday. Sunday will be, Sunday will be NBA 2K 17 in the afternoon and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Sunday night. Then get down with more Kingdom Hearts next week. Wednesday will be only Wednesday, the only show 17, and right back in next Thursday with more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So it's great TQ in the morning and more Kingdom Hearts at night. That's the upcoming schedule. New channel, like the dev button. We got lots of games coming. Including I said, we're gonna be turning on with Kingdom Hearts. Also coming up in March, Metal Gear Solid, Breath of the Wild. In April, Halo 4. Got lots of things planned. Follow me on social media, Look Alive, routine, turn. Okay, good from this Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube page for all the playthroughs, past, present, future, including our playthroughs. But the regular main story, Breath of the Wild, plus playthrough Breath of the Wild so far, Horizon Zero Dawn main playthrough, all these Assassin's Creed games are played, the Lego games, and lots more. Let's get out here some ways to save your money. Yeah. I'm really glad to get this finished.